right, let's go to your weather. Thank you so much, Kelly and Kanishka, the team here at BCN. We appreciate you bringing us up to date on the latest news going on. Let's get to your morning weather. For today, we've got a trough just to the south between the northeast Providence Channel. It extends up to Bermuda. This is going to dissipate in a couple of hours thereabout. And once that occurs, it will make way. It will draw Hurricane Igor, which is a very, very strong, powerful Category 4 hurricane this morning as we waking up to this out in the Atlantic. We got a wave moving down towards the Cayman Islands, just to the west of the Cayman Islands. It brought some showers and thunderstorms over Jamaica last evening, and it's now moving just to the west of the Cayman Islands this morning. So if you got that cruise going into Cayman today, you'll have a wet day in Cayman. Let's take a look at the Atlantic from the satellite imagery. This is Hurricane Igor, well defined. Behind that is now Hurricane Julia, making the way across the Atlantic. Here we are in the Bahamas. Beautiful, with the exception of some cloud coverage down at Ragged Island and Georgetown today and into Great Inagua. But northern Bahamas, central Bahamas, we've got absolutely gorgeous conditions with a few scattered clouds. You know, I took a flight to Nassau yesterday, and it was just as I forecast. Not a cloud in the sky. It's absolutely gorgeous, beautiful flying day. Let's bring a little closer. You'll see some cloud coverage down at Long Island and Exuma, Ragged Island and Crooked Island and Acklands. Mostly the southern Bahamas with some cloud coverage. And you're getting some stray showers associated with that wave that moved through. Let's take a look at your rain at the radar this morning. Some showers and thunderstorms near the central Bahamas as it continues. Again, the northern Bahamas is just all right. Nothing to worry about. A few showers showing up into the Florida Straits and into the Keys this morning. Let's take a look at our forecast for today. The winds have noticeably increased as you woke up this morning, coming out of the northeast, 15 to 20 knots. They'll be increasing 20 knots today. In fact, you have 15 to 20 knots up and down the archipelago from a Walker's Key down to Great Inagua. Windy conditions. Small craft should exercise some degree of caution as you venture out. Now let's take a look at your tropical update as we take a look at the very active Atlantic region. Igor, yesterday at this time, was a Category 5 hurricane, packing 150 mile per hour winds. Today it's downgraded to a Category 4. That's not a big difference. Look at 135 miles per hour wind. If you're tracking, it's 17.9 north and 51.7 west on your charts. Moving northwest at 8 miles per hour, and the barometric pressure has gone up from 935 yesterday to 945. In trail, hot pursuit is Julia off the Cape Verde Islands, and again moving towards the west, and it will take a turn towards the northwest in time. We're anticipating that Igor will make that sharp turn and clear the Bahamas entirely, which create no impact other than some ocean swells in time, and that should be short-lived. Here is the NOAA forecast track for Igor. Continuing again, look at this, moving up towards Bermuda. That dot up there is Bermuda, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like this storm is on a course for a direct hit on Bermuda. It will be a Category 1 or 2, look like a Category 2, as it will be downgraded when it reaches Bermuda. Now, this forecast could be far off. Errors could be extremely large this far away in 5 days. So even though all indications are, if you see that speck right there, that's Bermuda, it could be to the left of the cone, could be to the right. So it really doesn't say right now that Bermuda is going to get hit, other than their forecast predictions. We're praying and hoping that does not occur. Let's take a look at the forecast for tomorrow. We're seeing some moisture down in the south central Bahamas for tomorrow. 1 or 2 showers showing up down near the southern part of Abaco. And that's all associated with the trough that will dissipate, that frontal boundary will dissipate into late tomorrow and make way again as it steers Hurricane Igor up to the north. Winds are going to fall off a little bit tomorrow, 10 to 15 knots from the northeast. Seas 3 to 5 feet, 10 to 15 up and down the coast. Again, no impact whatsoever from Hurricane Igor on the Bahamas. Thursday, the winds pick back up again, 15 to 20 knots. They'll be moving more northerly. You'll have northeasterly component of the winds again, up and down the coast of the Bahamas. All right, your boating forecast today, look at seas 3 to 5 feet offshore, 15 to 20 knots, northeast. Whale Key should be rough out there, so you want to exercise caution before you go poking your bow out at Whale Key. The southern Bahamas, 15 to 20 knots. Small craft should exercise some degree of caution as you'll have 3 to 5 foot seas offshore. Tides today low at 7:28 this morning, high at 1:52 this afternoon, low tonight at 8:30 p.m. This is not a good night to do any fishing off the rocks. You got a small dinghy and you want to go out, that wouldn't be bad for you to do just that. That's a look at your weather, brought to you by our partners at Sky Bahamas Limited.